Alright, back to it, huh? So today's stream, not going to be running too long. I know I always say that with these, and then I end up running super long, but it is Sunday, so I don't want to be going too long. I know I just said long like 4 times there, so kind of lost the meaning a bit, but what I said stands. I'm hoping to go for about like maybe 2 to 3 hours max. 2 hours, 3 hours max. What can we get done in that time, I wonder? Well, first things first, we could go check out these areas with the cave or the lift, I believe it is, or we could journey down south towards Mistwood, because, what was his name? Blythe? Yeah, Blythe, I think was it. He should be down that way. And obviously, he looked like a pretty cool character that I would enjoy talking to more. So, I think these are going to open like completely new areas for us. The Eternal City or whatever that's up here. So maybe we just head to Mistwood for now. Just conquer this area while we, since we're not going to be doing a super long session today. Because I feel like the Eternal City, whatever's up north, that's going to be a bit of a journey. So, let's see here. I think these signify map locations, so let's go check it out real quick. Getting a map of the area would be very beneficial. And that's a big green bear again. Let's ignore him. No reason to... Oh, well, alright. When you put items in front of me, I can't help loot. Even if it is at my own peril. Oh, look at that, we didn't get punished. Ooh. Sharpen these claws, huh? Alright, this is just Rune Bear territory, isn't it? There's the map, though. Gonna pick that up, and then keep moving. I'd like to be out of this area. At least further away from all those boys. Okay. So we've got a big ash tree there. I'd like to check out what that is. Looks like we've got a graveyard here. Something a little odd there. Messages of praise. Probably my brilliant time for crab. Okay, and this is where the poison rot looks to be kicking in here. So as long as we don't go past this area, we won't be going into that yucky territory. Let's go ahead and check out this way first. So we got a minor urge tree right here. Which means there should be a boss, right? Or no, we're just gonna get the tears right here. I guess that's fine. I'm just used to having to throw down. Huh. Let's take a look at what those ones do. So it was this one. Enhances charge attacks, temporarily boosts stamina. Okay. Cool, cool. So... Still gotta go this way. That just means we don't have to worry about the urge tree anymore. You look like you have something good. Round slam. Okay, we got the ass slam. Drop it down. Very cool. Will I use it? Probably not. But we have it now. It's a statue. Are you about to fight something here? Sounds likely. Big bear. Alright. This one doesn't seem as strong as the one we found up north, which I guess makes sense. Just because he isn't as strong doesn't mean he doesn't hurt. It's got bigger range than I thought it did. But we can just sit in front of him without being punished. That's good enough. The camera does not like this position. Maybe why. Might die here. Oh, now he's stuck. Wow, that was a bait and a half. Very good. They're actually able to get that rip. Kind of smart. Alright. Could have went a whole lot worse. Let's go ahead and get everything that might be in the surrounding area here. Gold doubloon. Any more gold doubloons? No? Alright, I guess let's just go ahead and head in this hole then. What goodies might be down here? X talisman. Alright. What does this do? Enhances charge attacks. Okay. I would like to put that on during certain moments. More than likely, for boss fights, it would be pretty useful. Just that we were getting more enhanced attacks. Maybe we take the dew off. In that case, we can cover that more later. Alright. Let's head down the road. That should take us to number 1 that we got marked. And what's this? Open for business. So, I mean, up this trail here? Merchant had behold item. Okay. Yeah, I figured it would be up this way. Ah,
welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Yeah, sure, dude, if you got some good stuff. Ooh. Got the invasion items. Okay, so Trina Lily, lump of flesh, beast livers, armor's cookbook that allows us to make the exalted flesh, that'd be good to have, and beast lure pot. Are there any like excess things I can sell you real quick? Doesn't look like we have any duplicate weapons. Nope. No duplicate shields. I think I already sold all my dupe armor. Oh, no, these are 2 different things. Interesting. Okay. Let me pop a rune or 2 here. Choose 2 of these, that should be enough. Yeah, looks like it.
Ah, how nice, please.
No. Message was appraised again. Let's take a look at that. How many times has that message been appraised? 3 times in total. All of them we've seen on stream. Very cool. Is there anything else over in this area? It looks like just like a regular ass bear, not like a rune bear. So let's head back up this way. We should probably check how do we make exalted flesh. Row fruit, lump of flesh, arteria leaf. Oh, there we go. We finally got some stuff that uses the arteria leaf. I think it's the first thing, right? Yeah, it looks like the first thing that actually uses that. Okay. So now we know what the use for that is. And then we had beast lure pot, right? Here we go. Uses FP, lure beast only. So this uses ritual pots. Enchanted with assassin incantations. Third, create a red shadow. The illusion lures in beasts into attacking it. This effect does not change even during combat. Okay. Probably make use of that. Okay. Let's get moving on up here. Yeah, like that shit's gonna stop me, bro. Yeah, that's not happening. Open up. I'm coming in. You're so little of a threat. I'm gonna go pick up that item first. And now you're getting hammer. You're a little more intimidating, but not by a ton. Ow. And I'll take my sip. Oh, dude. And why are you here? You go. You could have had the spoils after it was finished. Then you got greedy. Wary of rat. The rat kind of came out to me, so I couldn't really be wary of it. Wow, what happened to this guy? You guys are just cool with this rat being here? It's kind of unsanitary. I did not mean to hit that. Doesn't matter. Quick sip so we're not dying here. Warrior Cookbook 6. We got time to check that. Warrior Cookbook 6. Blood grease. Drawstring blood grease. So basically we got blood inflicting things. Straight sword. Okay. That's enough out of you. Seek revenge. For what? Him whiffing? He didn't even hit me once. Come on, guys. You. Get out of here. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. Is that the attack that I see, like I've seen in like fucking YouTube thumbnails where it's like, this is an immense amount of damage, and doing like fucking half of the health of a boss in one go? Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Bloody Slash, usable on sword, colossal weapons accepted. Okay. Blood affinity, Bloody Slash, Blood Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. Okay, that's a lot of blood. From a low stance, cut the blade in your own blood to unleash a rending blood slash in a wide arc. Okay. It's kind of like that one attack from Bloodborne with the katana. Except that was more of a buff, wasn't it? Same concept, though. So, I guess this is just a quicker way down. Rather than just climbing all the way back. Alright, what do we got in here? Deck this medallion. Left. Ooh. Hold up. Is that the other half of the medallion? No, there's two different medallions. Okay. Grand Lift of Rolled and Grand Lift of Dectus. Okay. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Feroth in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east. Okay. So, Altus Plateau to Liurnia. Liurnia is up north, isn't it? Liurnia. So this must be the Dectus one then. So in order to get that running, we would have to go get the other piece. Or we could take the cave that one chick mentioned that I think we spotted. First off, front. Treasure chest ahead. I was pointing that way. Okay. I was like, what? I don't see anything there. Level 1 smoothing stone. Yeah. It seems like you were probably meant to come here way earlier on in your run. Rather than when I'm hitting it. Which I guess that's fine, but, you know. I think this is going to be a pretty big cakewalk. Now, wherever we're going to meet Blythe at, that should be harder because you would have had to have gotten up to the Karen Manor and done, like, the boss up there, not just, like, found your way to him. I don't remember seeing this ghost. I guess I approached from different angles. The demi-humans wax wroth. Now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The knight, bedeviled by blood. That's the guy we fucking killed up there. Oop, there's a grace over here. I don't think we need to return here per se, but I do like activating it. Makes it easier in the off chance that we do have to come back here for some reason. Okay, we got some land octopi down here. Is that it? Or is there something else? Shrine night and then gorgeous view. Wonder... it's probably just to say that it looks good at night. I don't think there's going to be a boss there per se. Wow. Getting your ass beat for level 1 gold rune, that doesn't seem too worth it, I'll be honest. Are these all going to be like level 1? Oh, nope, we got a level 2. It's totally worth it. Made the big bucks doing that. Alright, well at the very least we hit some of the places that look to be points of interest. Take a quick little explore around here just to make sure we're not missing anything, and then we'll take a look at the map again, see where we might want to start heading. Okay, and that's just going to lead us back to that area. Okay. So let's go back to the outskirts, head back to the Erd Tree, and check out that building right next to it. And this way. You can also go ahead and get rid of that. Put that there. Just in case we get a little turned around, we know where we need to be heading roughly. Yeah, whatever, dude. Growl at me all you want, I ain't even gonna fight you. Alright, there we go. So, I wonder if this is gonna lead underground like the other one. Maybe this is where we're supposed to meet Blythe. House. Visions of Dark. Butthole. Guess, you know, messages never really change when you think about it. Just wait to get to the bottom here. This is a deep one, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. Okay. just keeps going, huh? Does not stop. Wow. Okay. This seems to be a lost city. Could it be the one that, I'm supposed to be at? Jesus. I drop. Siofra River. Alright, let's get rid of that. Oh, there's our summoning pool. Visions of Tranquility. I don't see Blythe yet, so don't know. I mean, this is the only. Take a look at it. Mistwood is this area, roughly, unless there's something up here that we're referring to. Melted mushroom. Use the light. Alright, I guess we'll just run around and see what there is to see. Until something, you know, jumps out of the ground and tries to strangle me. Really, no enemy? It's a little surprising. We just got the thing saying we can summon our boys. Which probably means there will be some enemies soon. So, fireflies. A lever, you say? It might be a good idea to go ahead and just cut my lantern on. Where is it? Right there. It was just a bit more light over in this area. So that's that message lied. I don't know why I'm at all surprised. But as I say, if you were disappointed with the message, do not read it. So we're just gonna keep moving. Stay in our lane, in a sense. Yeah, I hear that. Is that up top, or is that like gonna be just on the other side of this wall? I assume that bloodstained means we're about to fight something up there. Huh. There's stuff over on the left. Oh, it's these guys. Great. Oh, we can actually use our horse down there. Lovely. I think the thing that makes these guys scary is that it looks like only heavies are going to be what stun them. We're just going to throw some fire at them. Splash will help us get a bit more damage in. Good fireball and should put both of them. At least one of them. Okay, that hurts. Got it. Yeah, I don't want to have whatever happens there. Alright, we should have it. Alright. Was there any reason for me to do all that? Probably not. I could have rode by and it looked like. Can you just go like all the way around this? I guess so. And then up there. But I do want to check what's in there, so we will be turning back around. Should be here. Yep, over there. Oh boy. Let's go Bubble Boy here. I don't know if this is a smart decision. I'm gonna get stuck here for a second. Let's go ahead and pop Blessing's Boon. And we can do a couple lightning strikes probably. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Oh, out of juice. Let's do it again. Out of here. Alright, we can take the rest. Oh. I didn't even mean to get a backstab there, but that works out for us. Close this up nice and quickly. Right. Let's do some searching around this area. Immunizing cured meat. I don't really know what happened. I feel like that's going to be an insta-kill given how long of a charge up that is. Looks like we got enough time to get a hit in and then back off before any of the other goons actually land a hit. Ouch. Oh, okay. Came a little further than I thought it would. This guy, so that way that's one less that can actually hit us. And then finish him off with the light. Alright, does that take care of everything here? Ooh, big spoon. Let's go. Try Horseback Battle. Nah, I'm just gonna club them all. Blunt force trauma on a horse may be a little bit more effective, but it's more fun to just jump up and crush their heads in one swift motion. Got a lot of dew-kissed herba though. I don't think we're gonna be starving for that. Okay, so how are we gonna get this dude up here? I could probably cast lightning on him. Ooh, gold centipede. see here. Would this land? I think I might be able to land that. Yep, there we go. Question is it gonna roll down? Yep, there we go. It just played itself. Oracle Bubbles. Looks to be a int magic. And it is. Oracle Bubbles. Sorcerer of the Clayman, who served as priest in the ancient dynasty, produces several small magical bubbles that drift towards foes before they naturally pop. Charging increases delay before the bubbles pop. The Claymen search for the lost oracles within their bubbles. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Got another one up here. Is it right around here? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's just a health one though. Not really need to kill it. Doesn't help. No, no, no. Ooh, Jesus. That's a lot of herba. What do you have on Mr. Betting horn? Let's see if I can make short work of this part here by riding good old torrent. Short work along. So now we can drop down to get the item that was on that, which is good. Let's see if there's anything down this way. Try jumping. I was about no. Looks like certain death. Okay. There's nothing over there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and head down this way. Should be able to drop right here. Good. And then jump straight to the statue. Good. Alright, so we got something to help us with item discovery. So if we see an item that someone's holding, we're like, I bet I can grind for that. Got a couple more pieces that'll help us do that. I don't want your stupid message, let me grab the remains. This feels like a mistake. I should not be doing that. That's a fast track to get my ass knocked right off my horse. We'll just keep with lightning strikes to weaken it. Plus they're in water, so it's a little bit more effective. Nice. Right. That's that little beat dealt with. And then we got refunded. Okay. Could this be a door? Alright, cool. Give me just 1 second. We'll just, we'll pop down right here. Okay. Back to it. So I'm gonna guess that that'll be like a shortcut then? Maybe, no, we actually did see this before. I guess it's possible it's a shortcut like elevator, but you don't know. It could just be the architecture as well. Guess we're gonna take a ride on another elevator. Can I ride it with my horse? Nope. Game said get off the damn horse. We must oblige. Okay. Back on horse. Back on horse. Rare giant crab. Head ahead. Offer corpse. Likely ambush. I don't see an ambush. So preserving boluses. Preserving boluses. Alright, so here's Scarlet Rot and reduce spell. Good. Well, I say good, but that might mean we're gonna deal with some rot here, which definitely less good. Alright. So we got small crabs. This will activate big crab, right? No? Wait, what the fuck? How did I miss that out? Beast slippers. On their own, nothing special. But, oh. That's 4 huge crab. I hate you, you bug. Oh, you're so lucky I'm fucking bad at this game. There we go. Alright, I think we should be able to take crab. Just like throw fireballs at him since he's stuck. And then one of these times while I'm charging the fireball, he's gonna get right through, busting my skull wide open. Or not. Or we'll just get the crab. There it is. And we got refunded our flasks. So now we're basically just topped off. Crab eggs. Some dew. I'm gonna look for the mushroom. I definitely like the aesthetic of this area. Like an underground place that almost looks like it's got stars in the sky. Very pretty. Grace. I'm trying to get a little nervous though. Like I was supposed to meet Goliath here, right? I still haven't seen him. Oh. Oh. Spirit. Oh, they're not anywhere near as strong. Armor's Cookbook 6. Right, what is that? It's a... It's the Warrior Cookbook, Armor 6. Preserving poses. Okay, so you got something to combat. Scarlet. Great. Big crap. So this area just has some ancients in here. Alright. Whatever, dude. My horse, he did nothing to you. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now you've hit me. Okay, let's just do this. Alright, that was both of them at the same time. All that for a lump of flesh. Well, I guess 3 lumps of flesh. Looks like there might be some lore here, though. Gold tinged excrement. Okay, so we're gonna find that here. What is this for? Well, that did something. No idea what, but probably we'll figure it out soon. Now, this is a pretty open area, huh? Let's keep an eye out. So are these enemies? What is this thing? It's just a bomb. Alright, so it's a momentary fuck you blast. We got a teleporter there. Oh Jesus, not this shit again. I don't want to get archered. So throw a ribbon. What? Am I still being chased? Alright. I guess it's just in the corner. Sorry, I would have left you guys alone, but your other friends won't leave me alone, so I kind of have to take you guys out. You understand, right? Yeah. Can I check the map now? Maybe. Nope. Forever combat. Sir, inverted hawk shield. Let's take a look at that item. Perhaps it has lore. The inverted hawk is the emblem of a company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. Okay. Looks pretty cool there. And that's where we came from. Okay. We activated that side of grace, so we'll activate it again. Got a fire open up here, it looks like. Whatever that does for us. Guess we'll go up here, see what's going on. Hollow Horn Grounds, huh? This looks to be maybe a boss? Or something we can talk to? Weird. Though, perhaps something will happen when we light all the fires with that? Might there be something down there? Oh, there's definitely something down there. Alright. We'll go check that out in just a second. Get a nice clear around here, make sure we're not missing anything. Alright. Let's head to the front again. Part of me expected that to, like a fog wall to show up there and boss to raise up in the background. Looks like that was not quite the case. Hornbow. Let's see here. Longbow made from animal horn, wielded by the master hunters of the ancestral followers. Imbues arrows fired with magic damage. Reveals its true worth when used with magic-infused arrows. I see. Takes care of him. Could have done anything at any point to have your phone there and you just watched. But you feel silly. Not as silly as I'm about to feel. Alright, back up for a sec. There we go. So shit, this is actually kind of beating my ass. Another golden drain. Probably just go ahead and head this way. Shut up. Ah, Blythe. I was wondering where you were, mate.
Ah. Good to see you. Apologies, mate. But I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me. But I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides,
Unfortunately.
I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right?
Sounds good.
Leave this place to me. If either of us... And if we reach a dead end, I suppose we go back to the source. Celibus rarely gives a straight answer. First time.
Alright. Sounds good, my dude. So we got a springboard back there. Pop that in a minute or two. And explore the rest of down here. Hey, you motherfucker! Alright, look, we both, like, got in the face after, like, working that hard. Hey, let me just send you to the afterlife and all the embarrassment in this world. Punish him. Hopefully I can kill this dude. Oh Jesus, something bad's about to happen. Let's pull back. Yep. That's taken care of. Oh, fuck. Yep. Oh, random sniper, why must you do this to me? Alright, we need to... I think for this part, we're going to need to ride up to the archers on horseback, do some damage to them, either kill them or put them to the point where they pull out like a melee weapon, and then we ride off on our horse, because there's a lot of guys there. Let's see if we can just ignore these ones. I also do want to get those souls back. We had like 9,000 of them. Would kind of suck to lose them all. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Right back. Stop here for a second. This is about to suck so hard. Yeah. Alright. At the very least... Yeah, at the very least our souls are going to be closer now that we died there. So we won't have to like run through and pull like every single mother there. Kinda sucks that I can't use my ashes here, but we'll just have to adapt. That's a green squad. So we can ignore those three guys. I don't think they follow us past like this area right here. We're gonna have the dude on the right over here who's gonna charge us. Should be able to like ignore him. Might be good to go ahead and just kill him now. There we go. That way he doesn't end up becoming an issue while we deal with the guys over here. Come on. Hello? Can I have these? Let's do with this group of 3 as well. They're heading roughly the area we need to go. So I'd rather get rid of them before it becomes an issue. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job right now. Okay. Note to self, don't fucking say words, because words end up hurting me. Oh boy, this is going to take a little bit, isn't it? Especially if I keep playing like I am right now. No, I didn't buy a lot of prawn. Might as well use it, right? Maybe it'll help me survive just a bit longer. Unless the magic counts as magic damage, because they're like spirits. In which case, it's a waste of prawn. No, I think we did take a little less damage there. Nothing to write home about, but... Alright, right out for a sec. Alright, there we go. Also got fur leggings. Some nice Gucci. Okay. Don't know how that didn't hit, but it's fine. guess he backs up just enough to put him out of range. Alright. Now head towards the souls. Please move, you fucking weird. Maybe we can get off a lightning strike here. Wow, that killed a lot of those. I feel a little bad, honestly. Jawbone axe. Okay, let's take a look at the jawbone axe, see what the stats on that look like. Oh, it's not super heavy. Axe made from a herbivore's skull, weapon of ancestral followers who disdain metal. This axe is more of a bludgeon. Forgoes a bladed edge, instead using the beast's molar teeth to buffet foes, dealing strike damage. Wild strikes. Okay. I'm about to commit a genocide. Close the gap with the horse here. And pull back. Ooh. Careful. There's stuff like that. Just top off. Okay. Top off again. Doesn't hurt. Alright, so these two die in like a drag hit, so there we go. So we got one more, I believe. You. Alright, that's all those taken care of now. And it was worth it, because there's a fire here to light. There's a lot of animals down here for being underground. It's surprising, to be honest. Just bully this dude. Ah, fucker. There's two of them. Rush this dude down. Okay. Let's just pull back. That's not good. That's a bad way. Jesus Christ, they are accurate. These aren't the two archers, right? No, the other one's over there. I'm not even looking at this guy on the right now. I'm looking at the dude in the distance. Jesus. These guys are fucking marksmen. fucking prick. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to grab that. Burrow Ryan. Okay. Dwelling arrows. And what do we got here? Dappled cured meat. So I guess that probably raises like resistances to everything. I also got this here. There's a shrine of, or there's a grace over there. I gotta stop saying shrine of grace. And we got a fire thing there. There. Big crab. Okay. Let's check where this goes. It says vision's a checkpoint, so I'll trust this dude and assume that it does lead you somewhere that's a checkpoint. And not into the waiting arms of some murderous monster. Where does this put us? Alright, I'm a little confused now. Formic rock here. Is this where I think it is? Okay, it puts us way up here. Alright. So we need to head back down there again eventually. But for now, we can take a quick peek around here, see what's going on. Let's not kill any of these baby crabs. I really don't want to have to deal with a big crab right now. Slumbering egg. Very nice. Maybe we can make some bacon and eggs later. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on that I can go investigate? Whatever the fuck that is. That looks like a boss type deal. Got something that can give us our health back. What's in here? Clayman. Go through there a little bit. Come on, hit him. There we go. Great ocular mobile. Ooh, smithing cylinder +5. Yeah, we're not gonna fight all that. We're just gonna keep moving. More Clayman. Big golden rune. For some reason we can use our ashes like right here. Yep, there is something right here. Very cool. What might it be? Dragon wound grease. Okay. Get back on the torrent. Keep moving. I think we got most of what I wanted to get out of this area. So onwards we go. We do need to kill this guy because I need some more of my blasts back. And there's like a 3. We fought a boss like that already. I do have a lot of runes on me, so it might be prudent to find somewhere to save first. Or somewhere to like burn a couple of my hard runes. That way we can get uh-oh. I had a sneeze and then it just like went away. Whoops. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Might want to find somewhere where we can spend our runes before we go ahead and take that on. Or maybe we just say fuck it and do it anyways. Just live stupid. Not seeing like any races nearby. Yeah. Fuck it, let's just do it. We'd have to backtrack pretty far to hit the other grace, so... Let's Let's just do this. We got a statue here, so at least we can portal back in. Let's do the due diligence here. The boys costing too much? They're costing me too much. Alright. What's up, everybody? Let's do it. One hit. Okay. I'm gonna have to play way safer then. Might be able to fight him on foot. Let's see how... If we can get our runes back easily enough, we'll try fighting him on foot and see how that goes. Let's get the boys summoned. Throw up the blessing. Cerulean Tears. Let's get in there, fellas. He does a lot of fucking damage. Oof, that's close. That was a lot of damage. Super worth not going for the... Okay. Watch out for that attack. So he's got a attack where he basically lunges. For that, we need to make sure we have the stamina to avoid it. We're not getting our teeth smashed in too hard. It's just that he does one-hit kills. So as long as we play perfectly, nothing to worry about. Okay, all of its attacks are going to do one-hit kills. I thought it was just like some of the attacks. No, they're all chunking me for all my health. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna play it super safe then. We're not even gonna fuck around and be on foot. Just in and out. Anytime we see an opening, we take it. Like, honestly, Blessing of Doom doesn't help us, but, like, it gives our boys a little bit longer to survive. Get in there, grab the runes. Start beating the shit out of them. Pull back. big damage here. That was a greedy last hit. Didn't punish us. Being this close though could punish us pretty easily. We need to get Sam in the back. Get close, it's gonna be really weak. Saw that being a bad decision, just ride all the way. We got him up here to do some damage. And oh fuck. Could not get out of there. Jesus. This is rough. Let's just summon the boys. Let's not even worry about the buff. Just get in there and see what we can do. Maybe... We're gonna do this attempt like we have been doing. I think we might swap it up a little bit for the next one. Got a little bit of an idea of something we can try. Probably jump that. If we don't think we're gonna make it out of the way, I guess it's worth just jumping it and seeing if that helps. What I'm thinking we do, let's get close. Let's summon our boys, and then try and put some dragon wound grease on. Because this is a dragon soldier. Perhaps dragon wound grease would do some damage. Let's see. Doesn't look to be a ton more than usual. What is it like? Completely away from circumstance. Up until right then, at least. Did I let it? I'm gonna figure out a good time to go in here. This stuff. We're dead. Oh my god. Buff. Cool. Wait, boys. I'm gonna get up here and do some damage. Not as much as I would have liked because we got stuck, but we're still alive, so I'm gonna walk on now. We got a bit of an easier time. Got enough on it. Right in on that. The knight should be able to get us in. Careful. Okay. Forgot that that does damage. Jumping seems to be pretty good for this, actually. I'm noticing. Forward, mouse. Get out of there. That's an AoE. And I shoot you. Okay. Whew. You might have been able to actually, like... Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? I'm just now finding out that you can hit on the other side of the horse. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Well, good. That'll help us out in the future. But for now, we just got the dragon halberd. Please tell me I can wield it. Please tell me it's a faith weapon. It's not a faith weapon like the golden halberd, but... I mean... it is in the realm of usability for us, I suppose. Halberd shaped like a dragon, and wreathed with both ice and lightning. Alas, the dragonkin soldiers never attained immortality, and perished as decrepit, pale imitations of their skyborn kin. How does it scale up damage-wise? Not as good, but then again, my hammer is upgraded, so I guess it's to be expected. No grace, huh? I would have thought that would have got us a grace, at least, but guess not. Which means we'll just keep riding then. Maybe we can find one down this way somewhere. One crap. Big golden ones. I misread lyre ahead as layer ahead, so I tried to charge through. It turned out to be a mistake. Looks like we got a gold seed down there. Unsurprisingly. No secret door there. So we'd have to go another way to get down. Right here, it looks like we can drop down there. Yeah, we can drop down there. And get damaged. We probably could get around there. Where's it say? No item ahead. I'll believe you. Necessary item ahead. I don't think that's true. Unless you're talking about this item. In which case, yes, very necessary. Gotta take it carefully around here. We're carrying quite the heavy load of runes on us. And I'm not seeing any potential graces near here yet. Unless there wants to be one right here. Pull ahead, so to speak. Necessary item ahead. Probably get back up this, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's check out what's over here then. Necessary item ahead. No enemy ahead. Alright, I believe you guys. A rune arc. And someone decided to like parkour all the way up there. Good on them. Water looked weird there for a second, but now it's back to what it should be. Alright, so we got ourselves a rune arc out of that. I'll be honest, those things, they're good, but I have so much problem using them because I always feel like I should wait until I really need them. It's the consumable issue. The moment you give me a consumable, I will undoubtedly not use it properly. Let's take a second here to get the old stamina back. Oh, you are not hitting me with those horns, buddy boy. Okay. That was almost bad. Let's not run off the cliff. Let's also go ahead and do a few of these. Oh, fuck. Drink up. Come on. We got a magic archer. Shit. Oh my god. These guys are so damn accurate. Yeah, you have to like reaction dodge that. As soon as you hear the noise, that gives you an indication to dodge at least. Gonna make this whole process that bit more difficult though. Jesus. This is stressful. Big rats over here at least. We should be able to take care of them. Motherfucker. Come on. A little closer. There we go. There is an item over there. Fuck. Alright, I guess I'll have to go get that. Is that archer still posted up there? Yeah, he is. It's not shooting right now, so we don't have to worry about that. How many flasks did that get us? 2 more flasks. I'm happy to have them. Stone sword key. Brilliant. Nope, don't use torrent. Even if it would make this part quicker. Let's not fuck around if we don't have to. Looks like we could head down that way. So there should be a branch in the path, like right ahead here. Yeah, okay. Might be able to kill these guys and get this lit. Get me out of there. Looks like I got a rat with that. Alright. Oof. This is stressful now. I just want a place to like sit down so that way we can get our fucking runes here spent. That's almost 2 levels we got on us. I'm gonna go towards this thing and like 15 dudes are gonna show up, aren't they? Ash 4, square off. Alright, what might that do? I don't think I've seen anything like that one. There we go, square off. Quality, square off. The skill starts with the sword held level. Follow up with normal attack to slash upwards through the enemy's guard, or a strong attack to perform a running thrust. Okay. So it just gives you some more options. First off fire. I guess it's saying get the fire up there. Let's see if we can't do a little bit of damage to these guys real quick. You next. Couple of flasks, right? Yeah, alright, we got one more flask for Crimson. That's good. So let's take a look around this area real quick. Here we go. Lost Grace. Give it the old touch. Now, let's just go ahead and rest. Get these things spent before we make a mistake and lose them all. Let's get Faith 32, just so it's flat there, and then let's start pumping Vigor, because we need more health. I think that's readily apparent at this point. More stamina would be cool too, but it's not mandatory. Shit, we need one more little one. Alright. Go, level up, Vigor time. Let's go. At the moment, I'm happy with where our strength is. We might want to like level it up more in the future, but for now, there isn't like a specific item we're trying to get for it, so... Sure, like, our strength scaling would help our damage a little bit, but I don't think it'll help us in combat as much as having just a bit more fucking health. That way we can make some mistakes. So we lit that fire up there. Dudes here. Might be able to just ignore them. As long as we're careful. Yeah, so we definitely lit that one up there. Alright. And then that was where Omega Sniper was, I think. And at the top was the teleporter. Love those little guys. Let's not do this. Oh, I forgot about the electricity. Yeah, being able to swing off the left side of the horse is, makes it way easier to deal with Crab Man. Man of the Crab. Alright, let's just go ahead and aggro this thing and jump behind some cover. Yeah, I thought it was going to kill me for a second. That would have been awkward. Hey yo, Mr. Krabs. It's time. There we go. You can tell I was sort of just spamming there, hoping that something. Alright, ghosts? Yep. Fucking knew it. Oh shit. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew I was gonna get stuck on that dude. But I still did it, and I was punished. But at the very least, we could just run over there now. On this side, right? I think we have to aggro Mr. Krabs. We can just go around here. Watched me execute him. You did nothing. That is fucked up, man. Die. Alright, there we go. Let's light this fire, shall we? Very nice. Looks like there's something of interest here. Smithing stone? Right. Smithing stones plural, my bad. These are like the mining huts that we spawned at before when we opened that chest. What's happening to that guy? What happened to him? It sure shouldn't happen to me. Oh, we gotta... Oh, that's what was happening. Looks like we've got another fire over there to start with those electric balls. Should be able to do that without too much issue, as long as we're careful. Just need to find where we can have some... where we can have some cover, so that way we can just hide behind it while we get shot at. And we should be fine. Golden rune. Is there a thing to light up here, I would think? Yeah. This is a cave, though. Where does this lead? Someone's playing some good ass music. Ah, it's a merchant. Hello, sir.
Oh, a customer.
So... Ooh, shit. Dappled the cured... Oh, so that's where we can buy the dappled stuff. Curved sword with a severely hooked blade. Its attacks can slip through an enemy's guard. Made to hunt down humans, this weapon requires high dexterity to wield effectively. True. So we can buy a larval tear. We can buy soap, oil pot, roped oil pot. I do want those. Nascent butterfly. Exceedingly rare to find. Okay. Let's buy... We're gonna need to burn.
Till next time.
We need to burn some of our bigger caches. Burn like 3 of these. How much does that get us to? Alright, and let's burn 3 of these.
Hello again. Good customer.
This. And then I need 4,000 total to get the last 2 swords.
Bye till next time.
Let's take away that dappled meat. Alright, so that's where you need the nascent butterfly for. Got it. Figured that'd be the case since he was selling it. So, oil bombs. Cocktail of oil-infused materials sealed inside. That enemies soak them in oil, make them heavily susceptible to fire damage. Okay, cool. That's good for ye old pyromancer. Now we just need... How much does this get us? 14? 3,200. Ooh, that's more than we needed.
Hello again. Good customer.
But we can buy both of these, and then... We don't need to buy soap. We can make soap super easy. Wouldn't go on with the rest, I guess. You know what? Let's try... Oh, never mind. We're in combat. We can't back. Yeah, that's not worth it. Just grab the loose items and then move on out of here. Oh, we can just get nascent butterflies there. Right on. I'm glad I didn't buy any. And I'm honestly probably not going to use dappled meat that much, so... I would be willing to say that the butterflies I got there will probably last me the rest of the game. Unless I get to an area that like is especially fucked and I need way more resistance, but I mean, even then, got my doubts about that. Alright, so this is back towards the first area. So I guess let's just try and check mark off like these fires that we didn't light. Could have done a lot more than just throw out the bow there, dude, when I'm right in front of you. But hey, makes my life easier. Hope you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna walk up here and light this fire and then piss off. Cool, glad we're on the same page. Later. Let's not go down the electric orb alley. Let's instead go around this way where it doesn't look like there's anything that wants to kill me immediately. Why do I speak? This so consistently happens. It's like not even funny at this point. It might be funny, but... Alright, I guess it's a call back at least. Didn't drop anything. So we lit that. Did we light the one up here? Ow. I think we've gotten most of the fires up until this point then. Or up until the next grace. So let's just go ahead and teleport back up there. Make it just a bit easier. Is there any other place? Ah, yeah, this one right here. Alright. Easy enough. Power gathers somewhere in Horned Remains. Alright. Well, I think I know where that is. I would be surprised. Oh, was I? Oh, you know what? I probably didn't even realize that. I think every time I lit one of those fires, one of these would light up. Let's go see if Blade has anything to say about that. Can also pop up there later.
Leave this place to me. If either of us learns it, and if we reach it, some of us ready.
Alright, fair play. Alright, so how the fuck is this boss gonna be? I gotta wonder. Well, I can't summon the boys here. Is this actually like a boss, or I just need to walk up to it? I will touch it. Oh. Oh no. This is not good. Oh, Jesus. I was gonna buff us, but okay. Alright, only one person got the fucking buff. Can't use a horse. What is it doing? I don't like that. Okay, it's not an insta-kill. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not an insta-kill. What are the times? It takes pretty decent damage. So we got that going for us. This might be a boss we don't want the boys for, to be honest. Because it seems to be changing up its target pretty quickly. It makes it a little bit so yeah, I can tell it's going to be real quick. Makes it kind of hard to tell exactly its targeting. It moves very fast, so it's hard to attack. Owie. Fire did a decent bit, at least. Woo. Just barely rolled out of that. There we go. There's some fire around. I didn't feel good about trying to hit that one. Didn't know if I had enough time to control it. This one I think I love. Let's go ahead and drink up. 1, 2, 3. Shit, I had time for that. I'm using the wrong thing, I'm choking. Should eat that, right? Or it'll jump over it. Alright. it, don't do it. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I mean, I know I did just like fireball it the whole time, but I expect into faith, god damn it, I'm using my incantations. Praise the Elden Ring. Alright, so we got the Ancestral Spirit's Ashes. That's an uncommon. Or not Ancestral Spirit, Ancestral Follower. Ashes remain which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of an ancestral follower. Spirit of the horned folk who eschew letters and metalworking. Brawny, versed in distinctive spiritual arts. This particular tribesman wields a heavy bow. Alright, so we got an archer. That's cool, I guess. How many runes did that give us? I didn't even really check. Wow, that's more than I would have thought. So if I touch it again, does it just bring me back to that area? Yeah, okay. So, that said, let's just go ahead and head to Worshipper's Woods. Ooh, no, actually we probably want to see Blythe if there's anything to say. Alright. So we'll go here. We'll burn a couple of, let's get to like 16,000 souls or runes. And then it should put us to the point where we can level. Use one of these. Yep. Look. There we go, 16 vigor. Alright, let's go see what Blythe has to say about that whole situation. Yo, I just killed this fucking spirit. It was kind of crazy. So wait, did I like basically just kill these people's god? Is that something I did?
Leave this place to me. If either of us, and if we reach him.
So we hop up here. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, this is the other side of that one area. Yeah, there's that big fuck you knight that basically blew my head off. Alright, so is there anything over here even? Not seeing anything. Oh, nope, there it is. Stone sword key. We should also see if we can upgrade our flask amounts, given that we've hit a point where I think we've got like 2, hell, maybe even 3 golden seeds. This feels dangerous. But looks to be where we were supposed to go. There should be an item right here, right? Yep. I'll be having that. Back over here. So we've got like a ton of the keys. So we can just slot them bitches in whatever we see at this point, I think. Right? How many do we got? 9. Yeah, we have more than enough. Let's see if we can upgrade the flasks. Mount. Red charge. Use 3 golden seeds. Goodness, we're gonna need 3 per now. Well, it's gonna get a little more difficult to find. Let's just ignore those dudes. Hopefully I can go by without any issue. I think... Where did this burst off fire? I don't know if I went through here. Let's check. Yeah. Okay, so is this just between those two locations? Yeah, okay. So that's just like a point between. That's fine. Looks like we're gonna hop up here and maybe cut down on the amount of stuff we're gonna have to fight. We got that bowman up there. He's gonna shoot charged arrows at us. Oh, there's two of them. Praise be. I did not sign up to get fucking destroyed by rats. God damn it. Or maybe we just don't. No, because there's items around here and I'm greedy and I want to get the items. Ugh. Okay. That's fine. I honestly don't know how I'm going to take on those archers though. There's two of them, so it's going to be hard to even get near one. When I start going up on one, the other one's just going to blow my brains out. I wonder if maybe if I hook it up along the right side here, they won't see me coming? Perhaps? Fingers crossed. Oh, that one definitely saw me. I think he almost got a good shot off. Oh my god, these rats suck so much. Jesus. You will provide sustenance for me. Thank you. Is that one of the archers? Woof. I don't get there in time. But he is done now, at least. Take on the other two down here. Alright, this is gonna be easy now. It's just down to one. We can do the same thing we've been doing all of them. Jump heavy, light. Now the rats though, I'm gonna just throw fireballs at you guys. Maybe I go up here. Oh, fuck, please don't do it. Okay. We good? No more shit trying to tear my, like, jugular out. Take the permanent rock. That's right there. Alright, let's take a look around this area. Nice. We can ride Torrent now and explore. Not at risk of getting shot from a mile away. There's one item. Gold Ring 4. Not amazing, but we take those. Might be like, what, 600? Like 800? Ooh, there we go. Lost Grace. Activated. And summoning pool functional. So we can go ahead and just hit this real quick. Top off everything. Because I get the feeling we're going to have another boss up ahead. Time for crab. Time for prawn. Time for octopus. Oh, I wonder if dude finds his way down here. Somehow. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I got the keys for this. So that's going to take 2 of them, so we should be down to 7, right? Yup. Okay. So I assume that's going to let us actually use this lift now, right? Looks to be the case. There was, I think we got 2 stone sword keys from around this area, so it makes sense that that their intended use is for right here. Long elevator though. Oh, there's something up here that allows me to not have to do this elevator every time I want to. Caleb. Oh Jesus, we have gone quite the distance, haven't we? Oh, that's our Lost Grace there. Oh man, I did not expect to be all the way over here. Guess if I had paid attention to the map though, I would have seen this coming. That's a big ass rune bear. Okay. So I feel like there was probably more here that I could have done, right? Had they been away like up here. Let's see. Maybe there's a way up here to drop down here. Let's go here. Refresh where we were when we started, just that way I've got a good frame of reference. Okay. We can definitely get more soap or like melting mushrooms and dew-kissed herba here than we would know what to do with. I'm not jumping on there. Up we go. Take a little breather here while we wait. And back to it. Alright. So this is where we kind of got it. And then heading up this way. I don't think there's a way we can get up to the top of that. shit, I did. Oh, we activated it now. I feel like it's gotta be a little bit up there. I'm not sure how. I do not feel like being shot.
Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell. And if we reach a dead end, Celibus.
I suppose we could go chat with Celibus to see what he has to say. I don't really want to. I don't like the guy, but kind of drawn a blank here as to what would be the right call. Not getting shot in the head twice is probably a good place to start, though. I don't feel that inclined to go back for 1,000 runes, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let's go talk to Celibus, see what he has to say. Okay. Just hop out the tower like that. Then down here we go. I gotta wonder where that dragon went. I really thought we were gonna have like a full fight there, but did not seem to be the case. That kind of hurt a little bit. Got an Asteria leaf there. Alright. Hey, you fucker.
I've no time for idle. The only thing I will hear. Are we and I have enough.
I spelled not.
Well, well. You're asking me about that, are you?
Yes.
The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any.
I will
I'll
kill
let
you at
in
some
on
point.
it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selene in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
Okay. So we got a letter of introduction. Where is that at? Did I? Yep, here it is. Scroll bearing a royal coat of arms. A letter of introduction written by Preceptor Celibus. Addressed to a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selene. The contents of the scroll cannot be discerned. So Limgrave, huh? Where's that at? Loose Sprinks. Jeremy, what is up, my guy? Thanks for the raid. Right now we're just trying to like piece a couple things together here. Selene. I honestly don't have a good idea what that might be. Would it be here? No, I said she. Hey Lynn, hey Jen. Hope the three of you are having a good night. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I really don't know where this would be. So, this is Liurnia. This is Limgrave. So, like, down here, it's still Limgrave, so... Maybe... could it be this chick? Quick, someone else say something so you can get the 5 people achievement. Yeah, come on, I'm out here grinding. I need those achievements. It makes me feel better about my, the amount of times I'm dying in this game. Go this way. Who's this? Witchbane ruins are there. Okay, so maybe this chick is Selene. Fuck the horse, please. Down we go. Alright, if these guys chase us down here, we'll beat them to the fucking pole. Yeah! There we go. Anybody else? Just an archer, I'll leave you up there. Wish I could split myself into 3 persons. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
It will do no good, I swear.
You perhaps? No. Well, it's worth checking. No, don't you dare. Where, oh where? Could this individual named Selin... I don't think I've come across anyone named Selin. Maybe we can go ask our boy, see if he's got any idea. Or he'll probably just say, aye, go ahead and look where you can. We'll regroup later. Or go pester Selvus. Which I already pestered Selvus, now I need to find somebody. What to do? Bitch. Oh, there.
Ah, well met. What news? Right. I see. If either of us learns anything.
Oh my god, fuck you guys. I'll kill all of you. Oh no, I'm not. Haha, idiot. I win. And go for the finishing blow. He's gone. You're gonna have to die too, so that way I can teleport, aren't you? Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so does this part count for Limgrave? I guess maybe it does. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll continue exploring this area. There's a couple places where maybe we can find somebody. So, let's go to Saints Bridge and then head across, check the area I just marked. Maybe... just maybe we'll find somebody. I don't have to worry about this guy, I can just go by him. Just gonna bang his head around. So we just got like a simple graveyard here with some bony boys reviving, but that's to be expected. Rip this person. Shit. It looked like it might have been important. I wonder if I messed something up. Ah, here we go. Got another Lost Grace. Allow us to touch it. Hey, it's the boatman again. I thought I killed one of those guys. Yeah, no matter. Won't stop me from doing it again. I'll tell you that. Summon Water Village. be it. That's your choice. Deathroot and Skeletal Militia Ashes. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think so. Straight back to the lobby. Well, turns out that this was kind of a bust. Okay, I just got pushed right off my horse. Break the fucking brittle bones like that. All of that. Yeah, not much sure. Oh, no, there we go. Use these keys, please. What might we have down here? Turtles. Can I step on them? No. Okay. That man is killing all the turtles. How could he be so cool? What might be in there? Green turtle talisman. I guess that makes sense given what's out here. What does that do? Raises stamina recovery speed. Okay. Talisman in the shape of a green turtle. Raises stamina recovery speed. Turtles are known as a nutritious ingredient, symbolic of inexhaustible power. However, those who hold turtles to be wise creatures consider the practice of eating their meat to be barbarous. I wouldn't say barbaric, but that's not what the text says. So we got a divine tower over here somewhere, it looks like. Anything up here? Because this is outside of where the boss was. Or it's just a ruin. Damn. Let's read the message another time here. Selene. Greenstone sorceress by the name of Selene. Maybe it is that chick that I found and I still just need like the proper tools to like talk to her. I guess we'll put that on the back burner for now. Let's go through and make sure that like I've explored most of this area. Once we've done that, I think we'll probably go ahead and call the stream. And then, yeah, we'll be back again on Tuesday, guaranteed. Potentially tomorrow if I'm feeling it. Let's see. Hop on up. Really, right now we're looking for any points of interest or any graces we see. I guess a grace counts as a point of interest, so it's kind of redundant to say that, huh? We already did that Erd tree, and by did the Erd tree, I mean we got the thing that was there, because it wasn't even a boss fight, it was just free loot, I guess. It was a lot, to say the least. A couple bears over there. Don't really feel like having my chest raked open, so we won't go. Same with right there. See, it's kind of odd, because there's those bears, and then there's the huge fuck-off rune bears. Oh. Another source of painting. Instinct painting. Where might that be? take a look here. So, we're looking under some kind of arch at a distant Erd tree. Or at like some graves. This one really doesn't give us too much, does it? So it has to be near an Erd tree. Well, I guess not near an Erd tree, but like within viewing distance. Don't see many things that would let us get a view on that. It's probably not that Erd tree. I got my doubts about this one. I don't think that's... Or maybe from the Mistwood Ruins. How big are those arches? No, those are big ones. That has to be like... Maybe Liurnia. There's an Erd tree up there, is there not? Yes. So maybe from here we would be able to see it. If not there, where else? Perhaps down here? We'll have to keep our eye out, because that is... It's a little difficult to see where... Because it's like going... Let's take a look at the angle again. So... It's definitely at an angle, so if the Erd tree's here, the bridge would have to go like that. You guys can't see it, but I'm like doing some shit with my hands right now. Could it be over here? I don't think so. We'll do a little bit more thinking on that in just a bit. Let's go ahead and ride to the next location. I already been to that urge. What was that sound? It's kind of like flapping the wings. Oh shit, don't just jump down that. That'll kill us. Right here is fine though, right? Yeah. Very nice. Stupid bug.
Is anybody there?
Oh.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, me sucker!
Where's this dude talking from?
Is anybody there?
I'm working on it, dude.
Someone
Chill.
who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Ertry, grant me succor!
Gotta clear out this area, my dude. And it's not like it. Chill.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested
Are you
in
up
rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator.
Hey, you
of
must
the
be up
false.
top. Alright, let's go up there and check on Kenneth.
Grant me succor!
Please don't say hello one more time. I'm right here.
Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you?
I suppose.
Well, that's very kind, but no. The help is very much
Oh,
appreciated.
it's because I'm tarnished.
Even from a tarnished.
Bro,
Despite
come on.
appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, the Untarnished.
So,
I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool! And plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
okay.
What's this, kind sir? Remarkable. The Knight Commander did
Oh, yeah, I killed him.
already. A blessing if ever I chanced upon
I guess
one.
it's the dude with the blood
Fine
art or
work,
whatever.
I say, fine
Who I
work
said I'm
indeed.
not afraid of this guy
I
and
doubt
then
that
beat
it was
him
your
to a
intention,
pulp.
But the deed is done, and I commend you. Now, this is your reward. Go on. It's yours for the keeping.
Erd Steel Dagger. Okay.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erd Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haight, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn
Love
to
your
uphold
titles,
it.
don't you?
Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
I get the feeling I'm gonna go check him out at the fort and he'll be
yes.
dead.
I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
Ooh. Hold up a sec. I don't want... Alright, I'm gonna look something up real quick. Just because I don't want to, like, end up blowing up a storyline. Because we're currently doing the one with Ronnie. Let's see. Elden Ring. No, not Elden Run. Elden Ring. Erd Tree True Order. Let's see what that nets us. Because I don't want to, like, accidentally fuck up that quest line. Okay, I don't see anything right on top of my head, so fuck it. Sure, dude.
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold the ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed. Right then, I've much...
Alright, well hopefully they didn't fuck up the other storyline. But, I don't know, maybe it's a situation where I can, like, play all sides. That would be cool. Hedge my bets, if you will. Wow, that's a big one. What are you holding, friend? Beverage cup. That's the first of those I've seen. Sweet pot. Let's see. Go night-night. I don't think I could drop there without potentially dying. So I will not. Now we drop. Very good. Yeah, that would have probably killed us, if not, like, done some severe damage. Bonk. We got a giant there, but I'm not really interested in fighting him. I'm interested in checking out what might be over here. Looks like ourselves a grace. And a legendary item. Flask of Wondrous Physic. You can find crystal tears at the bases of minor Erd trees and elsewhere throughout the lands between. At sites of grace, you can mix 2 crystal tears in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. This allows you to create elixirs with various custom effects. Crimson Tear, Flask of Wondrous Physic. Cool, finally got it. And a Sacred Tear as well. Alright. A relic of the Physic Chemists, priests of the Erd Tree. harnesses the power of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. Various special effects are bestowed upon the drinker, dependent on the specific mixture of crystal tears. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. Basins are placed at the feet of the minor Erd trees throughout the lands between in order to collect the crystallized tears. So there we go. We've unlocked a new mechanic. So let's take a look here. We've got a lot of crystal tears we can throw in here. So, with this menu, you can mix 2 crystal tears into the Flask of Wondrous Physic. This will allow you to create physics with various custom effects. Alright, so, restore half of HP, steadily restore HP, half of our FP, temporarily boost stamina, dexterity, faith, magic attack, lightning attack, holy attack, charged attacks, significantly negates damage in a mixed physic, causes concoction to explode in physic. Okay. Opening bubble tier. I'm kind of provides significant damage reduction. However, this effect only occurs once and will expire after a certain duration. So what I'm wondering is if we were to use this, is this like a one-time use type deal? Because if so, I'm not going to piss that away. Like the other ones don't have that, which makes me a little... I think we probably want to get lightning in a bottle here. And yeah, we're gonna have our lightning magic be hella buffed here. So we are close to being able to use that. That would be nice. I don't think we want electrify armament. Take that off as well. Let's just re-equip everything. So we want boon. We want the fireball, because fireball is a very potent attack. Let's get lightning spear back up. Wound bolt. And let's throw this on as well. So let's take a look here. So this Flask of Wondrous Physic. So for the duration, that boosts our faith up massively. Meaning we can use this. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. So that's for our oh shit moments. Good. I am down to see what we can do with this. Alright, so take care of that area. We could take a quick look over here because it looks like you can probably drop down there. Other than that, though, I think we've kind of taken on most of Mistwood. Don't see too much else. Yeah, we'll take a look at the water and then head over to Fort Height and see what we might be able to do over there now that we're, I guess, a knight. What that guy's order? Door ahead. Oh. There's a portal right there. Alright, we'll take that after exploring around. Making sure there's nothing else to note. Nope, I hear a ball. Come on. There we go. Ashvor Sacred Blade. Ooh. Put the Jesus juice on my stuff, please. Where is it at? Ashvor Sacred Blade. Vow of the Indomitable. Skill of the ancient world holds shift from the golden power, granting momentary invincibility usable on shields. Usable on melee. Okay. Sacred Affinity in the following skills. Grants armaments, attacks, holy essence, and fires off a gold blade projectile. Yes! That is what we will be putting on. It's basically like the cold essence, except, you know, we love Jesus. Shut that shit. Oh, fuck you guys. I don't need to put up with this. I'm just gonna go up here. Later, idiots. Where does this even put me? No, up here. Yeah, but of course, yeah, we've already been there. Ah, I see a dungeon right here. My dungeoneering senses were tingling indeed. What time is it? 2 hour 35? Alright. We could probably take this, hit up Fort Height, and then that'll do the stream. Gale Tunnel. That's a big pot. Wait, is that friend?
I hadn't expected to
Oh,
see your
what's up,
face
bro?
again. Are you heading to the Festival of Combat too? No need to be coy with me. Judging by the fine wallop you gave the old backside earlier, I would venture you're something of a warrior yourself.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The mere thought of such a festival gets the blood pumping, eh? Now, according to my calculations, passing through this road should lead us to the Kaled Wilds. But, however you slice it, it seems we've reached a dead end.
Let me guess. Block door, I'm
I'm
gonna have
sorry to have
to
raised your hopes.
open it from the
It
other side.
seems my calculations must have been off. I was created to be a warrior vessel.
Oh, that's a...
Many great warriors reside within me, ever dreaming of becoming a great champion. It's my destiny, and the reason for which I quest. It is my ordeal, you could say. To test myself, to better myself, to fell ever greater foes. And then, one day, we'll be a single great champion. The greatest of them all. What do you think, eh? How do you rate my chances? I was many. It's my destiny. It is my... And then, what do you think, eh?
I'd say he's got a pretty decent chance. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get to the other side of this, probably from the Kaled Winds. And then we backtrack here, open the door, and then he'll be like, "Ho ho! You've helped me once again. Thank you." And then he'll go to the fucking combat tournament. That's my guess as to how that's gonna shake out. So, Gale Tunnel. Okay, that's what that was. Alright, so let's head back down this way. Check near the river again, just make sure there's nothing that we missed. See an item right here. It's probably nothing, but we'll take it. Neutralizing bonuses. Alright, that helps with poison. Not that we've run into too much poison, but you know, it'll help. Alright, ride down the river here. Some sunflowers, let's go. Oh yeah, that's also, so yeah, ride down the river, go to where we got our marker, turn around, come back the other way, and then take the teleporter and see where that takes us. Shit. Well, now would be a good time to try out Good old juice. Get some of this, you fuck! That didn't do as much as I'd hoped. So we'll just chuck lightning spears at him. Hey Wolves, guess what? I'm on your side. Stop attacking me. You fucking idiot. I probably accidentally shot like some of the other wolves. You got it. There we go. Now I can just finish off the wolves myself. Okay. Hold it a second. Smithing stones. Alright. So just like a impromptu battle. That's really all that was. Which is fine. Alright. Good enough, good enough. So how long does this buff last for, I wonder? Is it like long enough for a full boss fight? Because if so, hell yeah. Still going. Alright. Where might this lead? Hopefully it's not like a whole new fucking area that is ready to be explored. Radol's Dragon Burrow. Fucking pardon. Oh boy. Bestial Sanctum. It looks like I can go up and talk to this dude. Unless there's a Lost Grace there, so... Hey, my guy. Are you hand over Deathroot? Talk. Oh, he just wants Deathroot. Okay, here you go. I'll hand you one, see what does that do?
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed
Whatever
me
that means.
more.
Clawmark Seal, Beast Eye. Okay. Now hold up a minute, I do want to see what those do. Is this talisman or are these just two items? Oh hey, I forgot to check out what this does. Sabriri's Woe. Constantly attract enemy aggression. Disturbing likeness of a man whose eyes have been gouged out. The corners of his mouth are upturned in an almost flirtatious manner. Constantly attracts enemy aggression. It is said that the man named Shabriri had his eyes gouged out as punishment for the crime of slander, and, with time, the blight of the flame of frenzy came to dwell in the empty sock bits. Blech. Okay, key items. Key items. Here we go. So, Beast Eye. Said to tremble when close to Deathroot. Claw marked stone eye. Received from Gronk, Beast Clergyman. Said to tremble when you're Deathroot. The murky, violent iris rise and if alive. I am not sated, feed me more death. And then we also got another item. What was that? It was the eye and then the talisman, I believe. Where is that? Did I actually miss it? Is it one of these? No, it's not here. Is this like an iron? Like a weapon? It is. Okay, Clawmark Seal. Sacred Seal. Doesn't scale as good with Faith. Boosts Bestial Incantation. Sacred Seal granted by Garank, the Beast Clergyman. A rare trinket which allows incantation to be scaled with Strength. Ooh. The claw mark represents Garank's Strath. Enhances Bestial Incantations learned from Garank. Alright. Hey man, I got some Death Root. You want it? There you go.
Strange. There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
Okay. Ashvor Beast's Roar. Okay. Bestial Vitality. Bestial Sling. Right, let's take a look at that. So we got Bestial Vitality. Okay, so Beast Sling swiftly flings numerous sharp rock shards. Swiftly fling. Okay. This incantation can be cast without delay after performing another action. It is said that in time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beast who had gained intelligence. Bestial Vitality. Fills the body with bestial vigor, restoring HP over a period of time. Having gained intelligence, the beast must have felt how their wildness slipped away as civilization took hold. Okay, so that's just basically the boon, except just for me. Which is cool.
I shall grant thee. Feed.
Okay. So we just gotta come bring this dude more of those death roots we find, which I'm fine to do. It's not like I'm doing anything else with him. Plus he seems to have a pretty good time eating, so I mean, who am I to take that away from him, you know? Is this a different kind of plant? Faded Herb Leaf Flower. Thought that looked a little odd though, so it didn't hurt. I don't feel like there's anything around here. But we did check it, so it's just that. Nothing. Over here. Just birds and some more faded herb leaf flower. Ooh, golden seed right here. We'll be taking this. Let's get this grace down here, and then we'll head to check on our, I guess, new. That's a problem for. We're gonna say fuck that and just go to Fort Height West. Oh, I did just realize I never checked this. Red steel dagger. An Erd steel dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. Okay, so there's your Dex Faith weapon, I guess. Wait. While I'm thinking of it, we gotta do something with the Ash of War real quick. So yeah, split it between physical and holy. Now we got the Pally Hammer, let's go. Let's head up here and take a look around. Our boy should be up here, I think. Not being shot, so that's good. kind of here looking for the... Guess we're doing this. Okay. Didn't really have to go to that, but you guys seemed like you were not gonna really listen to reason. Oh, here he is.
Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort.
Yeah, the fact that I had to fight in
Indeed,
here
it is a
really great.
foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. And one must be found with haste, and not that awful Godric,
Oh yeah,
but
big
a
agree
true
there.
and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I must begin my for a true and stalwart lord.
Interesting. Alright, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're gonna be choosing who rules the land. It's kind of like when you get the Elden Ring, you become the Elden Lord. You're gonna have, you're basically gonna have the power to say who's gonna be ruling over all this. And so it seems like you've got Ranni with the Death. You've got the Table of Lost Grace, which is like the old order. And you've got this guy who seems to be going for something a little newer, almost. At least that's just my, like, gut reaction about what I'm seeing so far. It could be something completely different, but that's just what it seems like at the moment. Alright. Well, we got a lot of Mistgrave done. Sorry, Mistwood. We also went through, journeyed into, which is this area called? Saofa River. In order to continue that part of the quest, though, we need to find in Limgrave some chick named Senna. I get the feeling it's this chick at Witchbane Ruins, but I can't talk to her because she doesn't trust me, I don't think. So we might need to just head into Raya Lucaria. And then hope to find the other key at some point to give to the other dude. I didn't want to go in there until we at least gave him that, because I feel like his questline we'd find him in here. But yeah, I guess worst case we could just explore some more. Maybe there's a key over here after you kill the fucking cracked out sorcerer. But yeah, so in order to continue Ranni's questline, or not Ranni, is it Ranni? No, I think it's Rena. Yeah, Rena. In order to continue her questline, it looks like we're gonna need to find Senna. That way we can give Sedavis's introduction to her, and she'll probably tell us how to do stuff down in the river. And then Blythe will probably help us with a boss fight or something. It'll be cool, right? Other than that, it's looking like the two places we're going to be going are either the Poison Rot, or not Poison Rot, Crimson Rot, Blood Rot, I forget which one it's called. That area over here where it's going to suck pretty bad, or we're going to have to take the cave up in northern Liurnia, because we're not going to be able to take this lift. We found another half of like a medallion that said that the lift that should lead, I believe, is going to be up here. You need both pieces for it to work. So either this cave, or we're going to start exploring this area over here. Either way, Or we could also go here and get our ass kicked, you know. I'll do that when I'm feeling like just really banging my head against the wall. But yeah, for now, that's going to do it. Like I said earlier, there's a chance we stream tomorrow, just because, you know, Elden Ring fun. I do want to get this game accomplished this year. So perhaps stream tomorrow would be the regular time, 10:30 to 11 start time. Maybe a little earlier if I'm really feeling it. But like, yeah, as you can see, like today, I started on time with the usual. If not tomorrow, it will be on Tuesday, guaranteed. So, hope you had, anybody who's still here, hope you had a good time watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you at the next stream. Take care until then.